Alright, pretty excited to play the new Paranormasight game, the Mermaid's Curse. I've played the first one last year. I stumbled upon it and it was on sale on the App Store. I was craving for some visual novel and I was blown away by the game. It was about the 7 mysteries of Honjo. It was in the 80s Japanese, and it was all about curses and people killing other people to get a wish they wanted granted, and there was a bunch of super interesting characters. The music was great. Visually it was stunning. I really liked how it looks. I mean, this one seems to be in the same vein. And when I finished the first one, the second one was just announced, and it was pretty expensive. But then it was on sale for like $20, which is still somewhat expensive, but hey, if you want quality stuff on mobile, you'll have to pay for it. So I'm excited. I'm just gonna play like 20 minutes, gonna try it out, see what it looks like. And it's the same dude as in the first one, the storyteller. My apologies for the wait. Welcome. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the storyteller, your guide to the world of Paranormasight. Now then, I understand you might be keen to dive into our story. Wouldn't be into in one word. I'm spotting some stuff here, but there are some important matters I must address first, so please bear with me a while longer. First, this game uses autosaves. This game will automatically... we know what autosaves are. When you wish to access these saves or memories, if you will, you may call them forward from the load screen. Yeah. I'm gonna be fine. Next, please look at the upper right of the screen. This is the menu button. From here you can check the text log, view files, blah. You can also adjust the volume, yeah. If you find that certain effect makes the text difficult to read, you may turn them off. I recommend you check the brightness controls and other settings before continuing. Oh, yeah, good. Out of the menus, all the files, and there's a bunch of stuff to read. I remember reading a lot in the first one. All the characters had their little screen. That was great. Now let us go over the basic control. When the game is in your control, you may swipe the screen with 2 fingers to look at the surroundings. You will once again become able to move after this, so try taking a look behind you before turning back to me. Yeah, alright. Will there be some horrors? Seems it's pretty alright. Wonderful, well done. You may also select the face of an individual in front of you to talk to them. I'm gonna try it with you. Bravo! A fine display. Alright, there are times when you will be presented with options such as these. Who am I? Oh, so you've forgotten who you are, have you? But there is no need for concern. It is for that reason that I am here to guide you, after all. You may be confused at first, but continuing through the story should allow you to remember your true objective. Once you have seen everything an option has to offer, a checkmark will appear next to it. Yeah. Do not fear, you will come to know where we are eventually. This is all for my explanation of the basic control. I will explain other essential functions when the time is right. Alright, can we see what the story is about in this game? One more thing I wish to confirm before we continue. As you may know, I previously served as a guide to a different tale in the world of Paranormasight, one concerning the 7 mysteries of Honjo. I remember that. You wouldn't happen to be familiar with the events of that tale, would you? I am. I see. So you are familiar with what transpired during the incident in Onjo. In that case, there is nothing I need to warn you about. Oh yeah, in the first game the thing is, there was some really disturbing stuff in the first game, and the game was, warning you like, yo, that's gonna be rough, man. Are you sure you want to play this? Well, I believe I have kept you waiting long enough. The tale you are about to experience concerns a number of legends passed down in Issei Bay, a stretch of sea bordering Mie Prefecture. Specifically, those legends involving mermaids. Yes, as the subtitle suggests, our subject this time is the wildly familiar mermaid. Those I know are sexier, we'll say. Since ancient times, a great many legends about mermaids have been passed down in countries all around the world. In Japan, many of the legends famously include the idea of that eating their flesh grants immortality. The tale of Yao Bikuni, which continues to be told in such places as Wakasa Province, modern-day Fukui Prefecture, is perhaps the most well-known. These legends have spurred those with a yearning for immortality to seek out mermaids since ancient times. Of course, as I just mentioned, these are only some of many legends concerning mermaids that exist across the globe. Indeed, many have sought out mermaids simply due to fascination with their status as rare and mystical beings. They have also served as the inspiration for countless creative and artistic works throughout the ages. It would seem that mermaids possess a mysterious charm that has captivated the human heart for a myriad of reasons, irrespective of era or culture. We'll go and see that later. Ah yes, the files added just now should provide a general overview of the terms that came up in our conversation. I recommend giving them a read when you have the time. It may allow you to enjoy the story more deeply. Words, indicate... Allow me to introduce the primary setting of this tale. The majority of our story takes place on Kamishima, an isolated island in the waters of Issei Bay. Seems I decided to say Issei Bay. I don't know. You will experience events through the eyes of a young resident of the island. Anyway, Yuza Minakushi. If nothing else, please remember that. Oh, I already forgotten the name, man. Well, I believe this ends my initial explanation. Bon voyage, and do enjoy the tale. I really, really hope I will. Like I said, the first one, crazy good. This story is a work of... Oh yeah, I won't read that. I want to see a bit of how it looks like. Did you come to see me, or did I go to you? I cannot recall whether it was a dream or reality. I cannot recall if I was asleep or awake. Okay, still in the 80s. I'm pretty sure the first one was in the 1980s. Right, this should do it. All good to go, user? Yup, ready as can be. I feel so light, I bet I could even outswim a shark. No, more than that, I was born for this moment. The legend of Kamishima's patron saint of diving begins today. Let's go and see, just so you can take a look at what the files look like. So he's 18, he's an apprentice diver. Young man born and raised on Kamishima. Quiet and serious, eccentric sides. His parents died in a maritime accident 5 years ago. Raised by his grandmother, which happened to be a diver too. So, as you can see, there is a lot that you can read. This is a game about reading, after all. This is a visual novel. I know some people in the first one, I remember when I was reading some reviews, watching some videos, there was some kind of contentious about is it a visual novel or not, because there's quite a lot of things you have to do in the game, more than in a traditional visual novel. But when I played it, when I finished it, it was like, yeah, it's a visual novel. That's the correct classification for the game. That sounds pretty impressive, but this is your first time diving out in the bay, so don't push yourself too hard, alright? Yeah, I know it's my first time, but somehow I'm brimming with confidence. I just know I can land a massive haul if I try. It's probably gonna be alright because it was said like youth. Can't remember the Yuzu, is that it? Well, I'm glad to see you're raring to go, but make sure you don't go too far from the boat at first. Azami, our best friend. No need to worry, Azami. Yuza, not Yuzu. You just focus on getting the grill ready. We're having a feast tonight. I'll hold you on that. The diving minigame will now commence. Follow the instructions to get used to the control and press dive when you're ready. Oh man. There's levels. Diving, swimming, gathering, searching. Wow. Okay. Well. That's already even more game. Oh no, okay. Yeah, I didn't read the instructions. Oh my god. No, don't. Can I? Okay. I skipped the tutorial. That's what happened. Okay. Okay, return to boat. Oxygen gauge will decrease when diving. Be sure to go back. Okay. Did I die? Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Harvest. Okay. It's not that easy, you know? It's okay, I want to return to the boat. How? I preferred the first game. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Now let's return to the boat. Can I just... That was tight, honestly, and I did not gather all that much. Oh well. Select a skill to increase. Well, it depends what can stay. Yeah, I want to stay underwater for longer, that's for sure. This is what I want. Okay. Well, that's an interesting mechanic for sure. I suck at it, but... Replay the tutorial? No. We've played it a few times already because I kept dying. Okay, looks like you're all warmed up. Let's go out a bit further so you can look for something bigger. The biggest catch you can get at this time of the year is probably a balloon. A balloon, eh? Snagging just one is something to be proud of. But remember that sea creatures are living things. They'll change places every time you dive, so be careful. It's not like you have to master everything all at once. We can take it off whenever you're ready. Okay. We're just gonna go and see what this... See, there's a bunch of things you can read. Oh, there's gonna be curses too. Okay, I thought there could be some hints about that abalone thingy. Diving tips. Alright, well, let's go back. Now we can stay underwater for longer, it seems. Let's go that way. Could that be it? I think... Oh my god, please. You. Nah. That's not it. Oh, this is probably that, but I'm gonna die. Oh. Well, alright. Okay, can I go back? Yes. Now I know what to look for. I want the... this. Well, probably. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, so... what the hell is that? The horror begins. No, get away from me! Isn't it us? Square Enix presents Paranormasight 2. Oh, it's the same dude. I remember the name, honestly. Dive failed. Right, let's leave it at that for today. Good work out there, user. Done diving already? Was there a shark down there or something? Seems I was in worse form than I thought. Hey, no worries. No need to push yourself. So, do you feel any different now? Did your body undergo any weird changes? Nope. I feel exactly the same. Nothing's changed. I'm the same old user I've always been. I guess we were a bit off the mark, huh? So what do you want to do now? Should we call it a day? Talk about the hole. Azami. Before we head back, could we talk for a bit? What's up? I've seen things, dude. I've seen things. Alright. The fishing boat, Sayon Maru, belongs to Azami's family. Oh, those are collectibles. Good eye, Yuza. You must have a knack for finding mockingbirds. This is supposed to be a bird? Yep, they're famous bird stickers. No one knows who made them, but they show up everywhere. They're pretty unique, and there's just something about the idea of birds dressed up as delinquents, you know? It's weirdly charming. I was real surprised to find one on my boat, but decided to leave it be, to commemorate the occasion, I guess. By the way, that's Mockingbird number 8, tit for tat. He's a long-tailed tit. No. Why don't you take note of any you find? Maybe they'll bring you good luck. Cool. I love trying to find them. There's 20 to find. Pretty cool. You have to look carefully on every ocean. Alright. So when I was diving just now, a giant hole in the seabed you never heard of before. Yeah, the rocks around it looked like they'd only recently collapsed. So I think it probably opened up within the last few months or so. Now that you mention it, there was a pretty big earthquake around here about 3 months ago. Maybe that had something to do with it. Oh, that's right, that would have been before I got back. Anyway, if you saw a giant hole on the seabed, you'd be curious about it, right? I sure would. Curious enough to try to take a look inside. It'd be pretty dangerous, but I guess I might, yeah. Right, so I went closer to try and get a better look. Did you see anything? Oh, I've seen stuff, my dude. Well, I looked down into the hole. A ghost or something that looked just like me suddenly rose up from the depth. A ghost that looked like you? It swarmed towards me with its hand outstretched. It looked like it was trying to hand something to me, or maybe it was trying to tell me something. I think it was trying to grab your hand and bring you to the bottom of the sea, man. What did you do then? Did you take its hand? I did. It felt like I couldn't resist somehow. I guess even the patron saint of diving does foolish things sometimes. The only thing I was a patron of was carelessness and lack of proper vigilance. Sounds like there wasn't much you could do about it though. Hey, Yuza. That thing you ran into, do you think it could have been a Tomokazuki? Tomokazuki? A Tomokazuki. But why would something like that be here? Okay, can we learn about a Tomokazuki? Culture, society, maybe? No. Traditions? No. Well. Oh well. You never heard of it? Well, I guess not even all the folks around here know about it either. It does sound familiar though. The Tomokazuki is a sort of ghost story around these parts. The story goes that sometimes when diving, an ama diver will come across another version of themselves, an exact copy. That other version of them will be holding out something they want, like an abalone. Something they want. And when the diver reaches for it, the Tomokazuki grabs them and drags them to the bottom of the sea. That's scary. But wait, the Tomokazuki I saw wasn't holding anything. It wasn't? Well, that's different. Maybe it forgot it at home or something. At home. The abalone? Yeah, the abalone. Maybe it left it at home. Maybe the Tomokazuki is more careless than the legends let on. You're pretty forgetful though, so maybe it became such a perfect copy that it imitated that aspect of you as well. Oh, that damn Tomokazuki. It knows my every weakness. Now that you mention it though, I think I do remember that story from when I was younger. I guess the fact that I forgot the story really proves how forgetful I am, huh? No worries. It was a while ago, you know. So did anything happen after you took its hand? I don't really remember. When I came to, I was back outside the hole. I thought maybe I'd blacked out due to a lack of oxygen, and it had been some sort of hallucination. I see, yes, I guess that's possible. But if that's the case, that means I stopped you just to talk about some hallucination I saw, and that would be super embarrassing. Some people do say that Tomokazuki legends might have come about because of divers seeing things when they ran out of air. But hey, it's no big deal even if it was an hallucination. The most important thing is that you're safe. Still, I can't help but wonder about a hole suddenly appearing like that. Yeah, that's pretty weird. By the way, you know those symbols on your diving gear? Simon and Doman, the AMA divers around here, all have them somewhere on their outfit. Oh, this was my mom's gear, so I didn't know. People say those symbols work as a charm to protect divers from the Tomokazuki. Interesting. But I ran into a Tomokazuki just now. Wouldn't that mean the charm didn't work? Maybe, but it could be thanks to the charm that you made it back safely. The sea is a dangerous place. Even without the Tomokazuki around, things could have been even worse without the charm to protect you. I see, so without this charm, I really could have been attacked by a shark. Glad I had it then. Seriously, a shark would have been no laughing matter. Alright. About the Tomokazuki just now. Do you think it has anything to do with what we're looking into? My apologies for the interruption. I'd like to take this chance to inform you about a unique ability of yours, the recollection feature. But to make things clear, I must first tell you about the story chart. From here on, you will return to this screen, the story chart, at breaks in the story. You see, the story you will witness will not necessarily unfold in chronological order. The screen will allow you to see where each chapter lies in the grand scheme of things, as well as select where you wish to proceed to next. If the icon for a chapter is not dim, that indicates it has not been fully completed. Generally speaking, completing a chapter will unlock the chapter immediately after it. However, there will occasionally be times when a recollection button will appear during the story, as you experienced just now. Pressing this button will allow you to delve into a memory evoked by certain words in the text, which will in turn unlock the new chapter, a past recollection chapter, for you to experience. A most remarkable ability, is it not? Alright. So yeah, the game, the first one was working like that too. You had a bunch of different branching path that you had to do some, you have to take some choices or do certain actions to unlock them. Could my mom have become a diver because she wanted to find a Tomokazuki. She wouldn't have worn something with this charm on it if it was true. Good point. Alright. Can we see the store? No, we can't. Let's put in a save. And I think that's gonna be it for now. I just wanted to do a quick look at the second Paranormasight game. Hope you've enjoyed. I certainly will play this to the end. But not today. It's getting late. Working tomorrow. So thanks a bunch for watching. Go do something else. Go play games. Bye bye.